Okay,
Thank you
fire
for
away.
coming here. Thank you everyone for coming. Well, my name is Pranjal Jain. I've got the absolute pleasure to join you here today to share a few thoughts around platformization of finance. We will cover what do we mean by platformization and how it is connected to digital financial services. In the end, we will understand different questions that the industry and academia should focus to build a better equitable digital financial services. I am a CDT student working on enhancing human interactions, collaborations with digital and data-driven system at Swansea University, UK. This presentation is a result of collaboration with various industry partners and researchers across the globe working on the area of financial services, artificial intelligence, and information communication technology for development, ICT. We are organizing a panel at a conference on 5th of May. We will share more information at the end of this presentation. Is there a digital financial revolution really happening? If we are indeed in the middle of a digital revolution, finance outcomes an important site where this revolution and its innovation are taking place. The digitization of financial transactions in both global north and global south has led to considerable shift in how money is used, understood, and processed by users, banks, and fintechs. The shift from physical cash to digital media, accelerated by COVID-19 push for digital transactions, has impacted users' perceive and use digital money and open avenues for more data collection. Is smartphone and wallet the same? So let me ask you a question. What are the most important or common things you would like to carry when you get out from your home? Is it the smartphone? Is it cash? Is it debit or credit cards? When most people leave their homes, I believe they think of few things to take with them. Normally, including their smartphones, their wallet with their debit or credit cards, and some cash. These items are essential to navigate and organize everyday life. While some smartphones have already integrated several services that once required multiple devices, a separate credit or bank card or cash are still necessary for most purchases. This divide between smartphones and wallet resembles the separation of the underlying technologies that enable financial transactions. Coming to my next question to you, are banks and tech companies same? We mentioned in the last slide that we still need a smartphone and debit and credit card, and still there is a divide. So moving on to this forward, this contribution shows that how the ongoing division of the digital RAM within the smartphone and the financial sphere within the wallet is rooted in the separation of the underlying technological foundations. Do you think banks and tech companies are same in today's world? While bank cards use established financial infrastructures to enable transaction, digital forms of payments developed by big players such as Apple and Google seek to embed transactions within platform. However, track-driven companies do not replace existing financial infrastructure, but they expand on them. Over 70% of Great Britain make use of online banking, with the over a quarter of adults making use of digital only banking, such as Starling Bank or Monzo. The volume of digital payments in India has increased by 33% year on year during the last financial year. The point being, digital technologies have pervaded the world of formal finance, especially at the back end, such as in banking automation and high frequency automated trading desk. Why are we looking at this problem? Do we really care about digitization and financial services? Because this change affects the access to the necessary and affordable financial products and services and ultimately affects financial inclusion. Financial inclusion is nothing but access to financial services to all. And you might know about, according to 2020 Sustainable Development Goals, financial inclusion is a critical facilitator of other development goals with targets in 8 of the 17 goals. Being financially included is critical throughout a person's financial life. Individuals and businesses can utilize a range of acceptable financial services such as savings, payments, credit, and insurance, with financial access as a first step towards greater financial inclusion. The financial sector is being transformed by technology, as we have seen in the previous slides, which is giving unprecedented access to financial services. These changes have been in the works for a number of years and are affecting nearly every country on the world. Despite social distance and containment attempts, technology has opened up new possibility for digital financial services to speed up and increase financial inclusion during the COVID-19 outbreak as well. Simultaneously, as digital financial services develop, the threats that appeared before the COVID-19 are growing more seriously. So to look at these threats, we divide broadly into two categories. First one is a design problem. The threats could be categorized in two parts. First one is design and later part is the data, which will come in the next slide. First, there is a constant tension between what is available in terms of digital payment artifact design and what constitute appropriate design for users who are disadvantaged in terms of income, education, and technology exposure, also known as emergent users, who may adopt digital payments and other services. We need to really question how to look at the end user of financial tools as they engage in their financial transaction every day at their homes, communities, markets, and banks by integrating formal, informal, familiar, and unfamiliar financial channels. Second, data has long been utilized by financial services firms to aid in decision making, such as lending and investing. Data biases, such as well as inaccurate and insufficient information, can exacerbate financial exclusion and encourage distrust in decision making along with the use of new technologies. A lack of financial and digital understanding may heighten these risks. In the starting, we mentioned about platformization of digital financial services to help you to understand what are different platforms. Platforms are nothing, what is Netflix? Netflix is a home movie market that connects studios and audience. Airbnb is nothing but a market for touristic housing. Similarly, in the financial world as well, we are seeing tech companies coming forward and building technologies which are essentially becoming platform to connect the banks and the users. Hence, we need to examine how the social meaning or the social life of money in this fashion allow us to ask interesting questions about the introduction of digital tools in the economic transaction and our use of money. For example, is a digital gift voucher valued exactly the same as paper one of the same amount? These are the couple of questions which we would love to ask in our panel, and hence we would love you to invite to a Kai panel, which is going to happen on 5th of May. Thank you everyone for coming here. These are my contact details. We could stop now.